Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Miss Eileen, aka Grammy. And I know by now you've heard me talking about the creator economy. And if you've never heard of it before, you can check out one of my videos where I've been talking about this whole concept of the focus of all the tools and the apps now is on us creators. The content creator is queen. And there are just a plethora of apps that are coming out that are not only helping us get our content out there and helping us get noticed, but also that these apps are helping us monetize our content. Oh my goodness. There has been such a pushback from advertising. People came out with ad blockers, and, folks like myself will even pay YouTube so that I don't have to see ads. And so a lot of the companies and the brands are realizing that some of their ads aren't as effective as they may have been in past years. And so they are reaching out to content creators and influencers. Even if you don't like that term, I want you to stick a pin in it, all right? Because our audiences are listening to us. They are taking our recommendations. They are looking up to us in terms of the expertise that we have with a given topic or a given area. And they're saying, wow, why should I just start from scratch when I can, listen to someone who has had purchased a product, they've had experience with it, or they've used an app for years and years, and they are going to show me the buttons to push, aka that's the stuff that I do, show folks what buttons to push so that they can get their message out effectively. And so they are referring to those of us who create content and who have a following. They're referring to us as influencers. And I ain't mad at it, honey. Some people may say, well, I don't like that term. It's just a word. Okay. And the reason why I want you to stick a pin in that word, influencers, is because today I want to introduce you to a platform that's called Influence. And the folks at Influence, Niall Robertson and Ryan Angeli, they have put together this infographic that's called Creator Space. Creator Space. OMG. I'm not going to make you wait any longer. I'm going to show you the infographic. And if you look in the description of this video, you're going to see my links. First of all, the link to sign up for Influence. It's Eileen.link/influence. Okay, I want you to sign up for Influence. And hello, Terry, how are you? I want you to sign up for Influence because Influence is a way that you can connect with brands that want to sponsor you and your content. Okay, so you're going to have to go in there and look around. But the first thing I want you to do is to sign up because it's free. All right, so I'm going to put that up on screen. Make sure that you see that. And there you go. Eileen.link/influence. All right, that's the first thing. Now that we've got the little housekeeping done, let's take a look at this infographic because let me tell you, it is incredible. And I found out earlier today that this is the second time they did this CreatorScape infographic. Now, let me get myself on here too so you guys can see me a little bit. Hey, I'm over here in the corner. By the way, I'm using StreamYard for those of you who were wondering. Okay, so today I'm using StreamYard. And this creator space infographic was done in 2020. And it's also, this is the updated one that's done in, this year, 2021. And let me tell you a little bit about the changes, because Niall also wrote a blog post to go along with that. And I will give you the link for that as well in a minute. But here's what this infographic, how it grew over the past 12 months. In 2020, there were 290 different companies that were out here for us as creators. Okay. This year, and they were across 15 different categories. All right. So I want to make sure you see the whole thing. So I probably need to reduce the size of it a little. And we'll dive into it, because like I said, I'm going to give you the link so you can go there and you can look this up if you want. And I'm also going to, share with you the link of the blog post that Niall wrote. And from 290 last year and 15 categories, this year it has grown to 438 different organizations, apps, or whatever you want to call them, that have developed tools for us, and 20 categories. And so this is really important, guys. This is really important because, I was listening to a conversation the other day, and this was amongst some folks that know that they're influencers. And this conversation, in fact, it was over on Clubhouse. Okay. And the person, no knock against the person or whatever. And they were talking about how this brand wanted them to talk about their brand and do some kind of a post. Maybe it was social media. I don't remember. That's not important. And they were going to give them $20. And I think all of the other influencers that were in the room were like, oh, $20. That's right. Know your worth. If a brand is reaching out to you, know that you're worth more than $20. All right. Now, sometimes they may want to give you free product. And if you need that product, and if it's helpful for the review or whatever, yeah, go ahead and, accept the product. And, I don't like it when they want you to send the product back to them, because it's like, well, come on. No, like, did you only make 15 of them? You have to have it back. But I just want you guys that are creating this content, you're building these communities, and I don't want you to get shortchanged. All right. I'm looking out for you. I don't want you getting shortchanged. I don't want me getting shortchanged either. Okay. So know your worth, and know that if no matter who reaches out to you, they're reaching out to you, and they want you to do something to help build their brand or their product or service or whatever it is, you need to get more than $20. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get off my soapbox about that. Okay, so let's go into the next thing I want you to have is the link, in case you guys want to also take a look at this. And so if you kind of, been around for a while, when I create a link, I use Rebrandly. I love Rebrandly. So the links always start off with ILEAN.link. And since we're talking about this infographic called Creator Space, that's what it is. It's ILEAN.link/creator space. And that's going to take you over to the blog post as well that Neil or Niall, I believe his name is Niall because the I comes first. But if it's Neil, I apologize, Neil. Niall. Love you. I just love, love, love. And I joined Influence. Oh, let me tell you how I found out about Influence. Some of you are probably already Amazon affiliates, okay? And I did a live stream before where I talked about this other alternative for a way for you to have like a landing page for people to go and see all of your products. And that alternative is kit.co. And I'll put my link here in case you want to go check out my kit. And, there's a lot of influencers over there. So it's kit.co/Eileen in this case. I didn't use the rebrandly link for that one. And I'm actually live on Periscope today. So I'll pin the Periscope version of that comment up here. And so in kit.co, they mentioned a place where you could oh boy. An error occurred on Facebook. Sorry about that, Facebook fam. Where you could connect to your kit.co. And one of those that you could connect to your profile over on Kit was influence. So that's how I found out about influence. So shout out to the folks at Kit and shout out to the folks at Influence. So must have been 3 or 4 months now that I've been using it. And a lot of the different, oh, thanks for the like. A lot of the different brands that are over there trying to connect with influencers. There's a lot that are in the health and wellness space. So if that's you, definitely you want to sign up. Eileen.link/influence. There's a lot of tech as well over there. I even got contacted by someone that I'm already familiar with, a product that I already know about, and it's related to podcasting. I just have never used the product before. So when I get time to actually use it, take a look at it, and then I probably will sign up for that campaign. So there's pet care and gardening and just all kinds of beauty products and just all kinds of uh, brands that have found out about this site called Influence, because these folks that I mentioned to you before, Niall Robertson and Ryan Angeli, this is not their first walk in the park. They are well connected with these brands and things, and this is why they were even able to come up with this influence platform, as well as why they had the knowledge to build out the CreatorScape. And so I absolutely love it. I love the whole concept. You guys know I've been talking about the creator economy for quite some time. And I just want to give you a look at the blog post, as well as a look at the platform. But we'll start with the blog post. Okay. How's that sound? All right. Let me get my ducks all in a row here, because I wanted to close down the infographic first. And so here we go. Here's the blog post that Niall wrote. And this was just yesterday or maybe the day before. And he talks about how the different welcome all creators, influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, Substack writers, streamers, etc., big and small, onto the platform. So just so you'll know, and just let me go back one sentence. One of the reasons we decided to compile and publish this list at Influence is that influence.co sits at a sort of nexus in the creator economy. And then he went on to say, we welcome all creators, influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, Substack writers, streamers, etc., big and small, onto the platform. Thus, we hear from a large cross-section of the creator economy about what they are thinking and what tools they are using. So I'm going to hover over here because I love this pop down. It's not a pop up, but it explains a little bit. And it's a community of influencers and creators learning together Now, let me just come back over here and make sure that looks good. In fact, you don't need to see me right now. I'm just going to go back over here. And, and it just gives you like a little bit of a navigation menu, and you can have the updates from the communities and those you follow, and you can ask and get answers to questions, and explore branded content by other influencers and see where you rank, and update your profile. And your profile serves as a resume. I'll just give you a little sneak peek into my profile. And, they made a little bit of an adjustment recently on the counts to make sure that they were accurate, so that it was accurately represented for all of the brands that come over and connect. And so you can connect, your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, your Amazon shop if you have one, and of course your YouTube. And you're able to post some things here to talk about you and what you do, and also they get to see your activity. So I've been in here answering questions, and talking about the brands that I've worked with, like TubeBuddy. Shout out to TubeBuddy, Streamyard, yay, and Ecamm Live, yay. So you see that others have also worked with these brands as well. You see the numbers down here at the bottom. So OMG, guys, I just love, love, love this site, and I think it has so much potential. And I really, really encourage you to sign up. All right, so now let's go back into the blog post. All right. All right, so I'm going to scroll down a bit, and I want to talk about where he says that they added in some categories. And this year we added a number of new categories. Here we go. And this is where the bulleted text is. Link in bio, crypto, fintech, newsletters, and publishing and audience building. So I absolutely want you, and you need to go over here and read this article, and understand how this infographic was built out. And one of the findings that I was even a little surprised about. Barb says work with versus being an affiliate. I think you might be talking about on my profile. That not sure what the difference is there. So anyway, Barb, check it out. Go over and check it out. It's definitely something that you want to explore. It's a site that's worth exploring to see the options of the different campaigns. That to be honest, some of the brands are, they're up and coming. They're smaller brands, and they're really just offering you the product. They're just offering the product. You get to review the product, but you get to see all of this. YouTube used to, well, actually, it wasn't YouTube. It was called FameBit. FameBit used to have something very similar, but then, YouTube acquired FameBit, and then it morphed into something different. So, and I'm not even going to begin to explain what it morphed into, because I lost interest. When it got acquired by YouTube, I said, oh, it's going to change. And sure enough, it did. And that's okay. That's okay. But, I think that sites, influence, and sites like Influence, and they're even on that infographic, you'll see that they have a few competitors, a handful. You'll see that these kinds of sites, they realize not only do they want to, have the startup where they can make money, but they also see the handwriting on the wall. And it's something that I've been saying, I've been preaching to you guys. I know I'm preaching to the choir about the power of the creator and how important it is for brands to try to connect with us. And I'm coming in late. You're looking beautiful on cam today. Also, my first cup of coffee. Hey, Bar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So to do a quick recap, the folks at Influence, and I will put that up on screen again, ILEANE.link/influence. Go sign up. Sign up with my link. It's free, but then, I get a couple of brownie points or something. I'm not exactly sure what I get, but sign up with my link. Go in there and look through the current campaigns, because like I said, I started off by saying that some of the folks are offering their product for you to review. But then there's others that are, coming up with the moolah. They may be more well-established brands, or they have the budget that is set aside for influencer marketing. And so you could get paid. You got to go over there and, it's almost like a dating game, to match, to find that match, because you're not going to just go over, okay, this is my disclaimer. I don't want you to go over there just looking for products because you're just want to make a couple bucks, and you're just going to push something off to your audience that may not be a good fit for them, or that you may not have experience with. The Amazon influencers. Okay. There are even some campaigns that I saw where they want you to do an Amazon live stream. So for my friends who are doing Amazon Live, I also want to let you know about that. So you just have to go over there and dig through and find that brand that has products on Amazon, and then the Amazon Live may work, even if they're not specifying in their campaign that they want you to do an Amazon Live, because I honestly only saw one or two that were requesting that, and I believe they were beauty products off the top of my head. Really, there's hundreds of campaigns over there, so I didn't go through them all, because I got stuff to do. But the one that reached out to me was perfect. Actually, there was two that reached out to me, and the first one was kind of like, it might be, worth looking at. But the second one that reached out to me and offered me to do the campaign, I know who the person is. I know the tool that they've built. I've just never used it. And the only reason why I'm not mentioning it right now is because I'm going to go for that campaign. I just need to set time. I'm going to do some time blocking and set like an hour or two aside to explore the product, and then to go back and do the review. And, and this is perfect for me because it's about podcasting. And Scott is here and says, best wishes, Eileen. I love your style. Oh, for Scott, Victor. Thank you so much. Victor. Oh, I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong, but I'll just call you Scott. Personally, I must focus on Amazon Live and Prime Day. Oh, absolutely. Oh, this is the great thing about Influence. When you sign up for Influence, I'll put that link back up there again. When you sign up for Influence, you don't have to rush to do anything. If you sign up for the emails, because they give you a great way that you don't have to get every single email or whatever. You can get like a weekly roundup sort of email notification. I like to get them all because there's conversations going on over there. So there's this social component too that I love about Influence, because people are asking questions, like someone asked about what's the best live streaming software. So of course, you guys know, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to talk about Ecamm Live and Streamyard, because those are my two. Those are my two go-to. Now I might mention Haps. I love Haps too. But for somebody who is like totally like new to live streaming and all that, I'm going to talk about Streamyard and Ecamm Live. So, but it's totally up to you, you know. And you can go in there and you can not only answer questions, but you can ask questions as well and see what the feedback is. And so there's also different little communities there. For example, when I say communities, I mean like topics. There's communities as well, but that's a different piece. But I'll show you what I mean by the different topics that you can follow over there. Hang on, let me navigate to it first. Not sure how I get back to that really quickly, but oh, it's on my profile. Duh. All right, let me screen share. All right, let me put the comment down. Okay, now let me screen share. It's hiding in the background. Okay, so see here, these are the topics that I'm following: digital media, podcasting, social media, YouTube. So if anybody, and I can go here and sort by the different and see the different influencers that are members of this community, connect up with people, you know, follow them on Instagram, or in this case, this person has Pinterest. And so it's got the social aspect to it as well. In fact, there was someone on here that I already knew, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know they were over there as well. So it's a burgeoning community, and I don't want you guys to, because I actually talked about influence before on a different live stream, but you guys may have missed it. And because Niall and Ryan have introduced this uh, infographic, I thought this is the perfect time for me to just do a dedicated broadcast where I'm just talking about this infographic, and I'm going to screen share it again. This time I'll screen share it from the website since I already have that there. And you know, of course, you have to zoom in order to see. So, for example, let's talk about the different categories. Here's affiliate, and oops. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do a memberships, because memberships is right here. So there's, you know, Breaker and Buy Me a Coffee. Oh, by the way, buy me a coffee. That reminds me, it's time for me to give my little shout out for Buy Me a Coffee. Okay. Because, you know, I'm already have talked to you guys about Buy Me a Coffee. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you go to ILEANE.link/coffee. But if you want to get your own coffee, you go to ILEANE.link/get coffee. Okay. And that's so funny because I just realized that you didn't even see that, because I've got this infographic up here. Okay, so we're going to have to do that again. And because I love Buy Me a Coffee, we're going to, yeah. So if you want to buy me a coffee, you go to ILEANE.link/coffee. And if you want to get your own coffee, you go to ILEANE.link/get coffee. Perfect example of the creator economy is Buy Me a Coffee. All right. So you see that here on this infographic up at the top, you know, and then you've got Ghost. And see, I've heard of Ghost, have never actually explored it. Campaign Z, never heard of it. Coil, never heard of it. Ko-fi, yes, I even have a Ko-fi page. Glow, of course, they got acquired by Libsyn. Launchpad, see, there's always some other platform for you to learn about, because I never even heard of Labira Pay. Don't know what that is. Launchpass, don't know what that is either. So there is always more for us to learn. And of course, Patreon. And, you know, I'm not going to call each and every one of them out because it's just too many, you know. And in his article, Niall mentions how there are only a few platforms that are repeated because of the because these platforms are so huge. So YouTube is one of them. Facebook is another one. But they really wanted to focus on the core offering from each specific platform. Okay. And my friend Eric is here. Hello, Eric. And my buddy Fraser, you better than Haps. Eileen Haps is a backward step. You better than Haps, Eileen. Why are you talking about Haps like that? You got this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm not sure if that, I would have to go over to the YouTube side and see what that you got this stands for, because that, whoops. Oh, that was it. It was an emoji. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because if it was a super chat, I was going to give it but thank you, DM Gamble. Appreciate you. Okay. And Fraser, by the way, I'm not on Haps right now. I'm on StreamYard. Okay. So there you go. I want to really give you some dedicated airtime, or I wanted to give influence some dedicated airtime, because as this platform blows up, and Barb says, I got the Facebook stars invitation to support your live stream today. Woo, woo. Yeah, Facebook is looking out for me, and I believe, let me try to go back to what Niall says about Facebook, because Facebook holds a special place on this infographic, and it's super important because, I want you guys to, Facebook owns a lot of different properties, right? So I'm assuming that when this quote that he made about Facebook is including Instagram and all that, but I could be wrong. But let me see if I could find that quote that he says about Facebook. Well, it's just so much awesome information that he gives here that I want you guys to go and read this article. The major players are in the field in a big way. There are 54 and counting creator monetization products from Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, etc. We will likely have not appropriately represented them in the 2021 version, even though they are the only logos we allow to appear multiple times. Okay, so yeah, 54. So that was including Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And then he put etc. So I'm not sure who the etc. is there. Yeah, but you can explore that infographic. It's such a cool piece of content there. And, let me go back to it, because I know some of you just joined. And I just want you to see, okay, so we've got production and editing, memberships, digital goods, professional network, merchandise, courses, reporting and analytics, content licensing, access, affiliate, marketplaces, enterprise SaaS, business management, ad revenue, audience building, newsletter and publishing. And because I always want to make sure that I talk about that, I'm going to come back to that section. Link in bio and fintech. All right. So I'm just going to go back to the section about newsletters, because I don't want you guys to walk away thinking, oh, she didn't say anything about the newsletters. Yes, I am. As soon as I get it all lined up in here. Made it too big. Here we go. So he mentions creator, bookshelf. See, I don't know most of these. All right. Review is the one that I'm using. Of course I use Aweber as well, but Review has that tipping feature in it. I have not turned that on though. Mirror, Public, see, Crafter Faster, Letter Drop, Swapstack, and the one that a lot of folks are talking about is Substack. And I know that Niall writes on Substack. So yeah, it's another way, not just for you to put out a newsletter. Like, for example, with me, with Aweber is just, a great way for me to build my list. And I always recommend it to you guys because you can, have that owned relationship with you and your audience when you have a newsletter. And, because Aweber is solid, you don't have to worry about it going away. And some of these, and I don't know all of them, I'm familiar with Review because Twitter just acquired Review. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of these that are in this little section here talking about newsletter, that next year, that's not even going to be on this, because you don't want to build your list with an outfit that is not going to be around, next year. So, but for my some of my digital media tips or news, I will use Review. And in fact, I'm overdue for publishing an issue on my Review newsletter as well. Okay, but just so you could see the categories of that's on here, and you see here where we can see the Twitch. This is the audience building. So you've got audio burst, fave, flick, jelly smack. Oh my gosh, I've been hearing about jelly smack a lot. Twitter, Lalo, potting, zealous. I started using Zealous as well. That's another neat little site that's free. Apple, Twitch, and YouTube. So very, very intriguing infographic that I really think that you should spend some time. Hey, Queen, how are you? Callie, top of the morning, Queen Eileen. Thank you, Chocolate Twist Yoga. Anybody want to get their yoga on? Go ahead. Make sure you connect and check out some of those yoga videos over there on Chocolate Twist Yoga. Thank you for stopping by. All right, guys. So I wanted to introduce you to, so just let me do a quick recap. Today I talked about an infographic that has been put out by the folks at Influence, and it's called the CreatorScape. The first thing I want you to do is sign up for Influence. It's absolutely free. There's going to be brands over there that you can connect with that are either going to offer you products or services or whatever the case may be, or money, in order for you to develop some content. And that's going to be at eileen.link/influence. It's free to sign up. It's free to sign up. It's free to sign up. And I like it. And I have been monitoring it, because I don't tell you guys about every tool that I run across, because some of them are like, nah. But this one, I like it. I really like it. I think it is something that every influencer should check out, and you might check it out and say, this is perfect. I'll get back to it. That's fine. Set up your profile, and you may get reached out to one of the brands that comes on there to get their product promoted. May just see you. So it can be totally passive is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to go in there and do the questions and answers. Like I go in and I will answer some questions or ask a few questions, because it's a community kind of thing as well. So, and I like that kind of stuff, but you don't have to do that. It could be totally passive. Just go set up your profile. Y'all know how easy it is to set up your profile, connect your Twitter, connect your Instagram, connect your YouTube, so that they have the counts, and so that the brands will know, the size of your audience, and and also so that other creators, because you may also find someone to collaborate with there. Whew, almost forgot to say that. Other creators can find you there as well. So I saw a couple of marketing folks over there, and they recognize me, I recognize them, and I'm like, we're answering some of the questions and also asking questions, and it's just another little place to connect with folks and say, oh wow, so and so is over here, this place might be legit. And it's cool. It's a nice platform. It's built and it's lightweight. It's easy to navigate. And so just go over there and connect up your profile. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you. Then I also wanted to tell you about the CreatorSpace infographic that they built. And that's the one that I was just sharing here, which I'm going to go back and so you can see it a little bit better. And so you can see that there's 438 brands or apps that are on here that are providing services and tools for us as creators. And you may find an app there that you never heard of before. You may take a look at it. Now, I don't want you to go down a rabbit hole and spend a lot of time on it, but just, go to the area where you're thinking about, like, for example, affiliate may be a great area for folks to look at, see what tools are hanging out there. And, Amazon influencers is at the top of that affiliate area. Kit, which I mentioned to you earlier, is also there. So I wanted to make sure that you guys read the article, because the article is really comprehensive. It's not that long, but it's going to give you some insights, because it gave me some insights. So I know it'll give you some insights as well. Not unless you're Niall, because Niall actually wrote it. So he probably knows everything on there. All right. So I want you guys to do that. I want you to take action. I want to see you succeed. When I start my broadcast off, I always say, hello, beautiful people. And that's because I know that you have a beautiful message inside of you that needs to get out. You may not know what platform to use. You may be afraid to get on cam. You may think, oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds and all this stuff. Or you might be intimidated by the tech. But my job and my goal is to help you to navigate through the tech. I'm going to show you what buttons to push so that when you do get on cam, you're going to feel more confident and you're going to be able to get that message out there, because your message can change someone's life. And I start by saying, hello, beautiful people. And I end with, stay beautiful. See you in the next.